Coming Together Park, nearly 1 acre in the center of campus activity designed by world-renowned granite sculptor Jesus Morales. A place of serene beauty, a place to gather. Built around 20 granite-ringed native trees, carpeted with irrigated Bermuda grass lawns, featuring more than 150 feet of yellow brick benches with hand-worked granite tops, over 200 feet of granite-lined arroyos, 4,000 square feet of stained and stamped concrete walkways and plazas, 250 feet of walkway overlaid by granite mosaic, plus artistic granite pieces that include 3 5-foot granite slabs with seals representing the 3 eras of the school's history. And of course, the yellow brick and granite topped base for Archie Held's statue in bronze, Coming Together. We'd anticipated that the park would be completed by the end of the summer, but the tragic death of Jesus Morales changed all that. Since that time, members of his faculty, students that he trained, along with the Morales Studio and a group of volunteers, have been working diligently to finish the park. Now here's where we are today. As you can see, many of the rings have been filled with granite. That's approximately 46 tons of granite gravel. About 60% of the rings have been completed. The remaining rings around the knoll and around the trees around the oval and toward 17th Street will be completed later this year and the beginning of the spring by student workers, or I should say, student artists. There will be small granite tables installed in front of Sparks Hall around the benches, in addition to what we are considering our signature piece for this part of the park, which we have entitled Legacy Plaza in front of Sparks Hall. Coming out of Sparks Hall, outlined by metal edging, will be cobbles made of granite. The arroyos are about 50% completed and are made up of torn granite originally donated by Ingrid Schaefer from the foundation of her home that burned in 1974. Once that is completed, the arroyo system will drain water off of the park and out of the park during our rainy seasons. Additional work still needs to be done on the statue. The lower area will be covered with a granite bench, and the upper area where the statue is attached to the podium will also be covered with a granite top. Also scheduled for the spring will be the overlaying of granite on the long sidewalk, which used to be the tunnel sidewalk, but that tunnel is now decommissioned. It'll go from the Student Center all the way to 17th Street and will be approximately 250 feet. For alumni, completion of Coming Together Park holds a particular interest. The chance to have you and your classmates permanently etched into the granite fabric of the park. You've all received a letter from President Fever, another letter from a fellow class member, and maybe even an email or two, inviting you to participate in the funding of Coming Together Park. The class with the highest level of participation in giving to the park project will have their names engraved in granite and made a permanent feature of the park. Your chance to come together as a class will end on December 31st. If you've lost your letter and the return envelope, just give Cassandra Ersland a call at 405-574-1393, or just send your gift with a note to 1727 West Alabama, Chickasha, Oklahoma, 73018.